Today we will be exploring the overview of fields and careers in environmental and sanitary engineering with a specific focus on wastewater and urban drainage engineering. So mostly, for this topic or for this lesson, we will have different outlines for this topic, especially to give you a roadmap of our discussion and more on. We will begin to have you know what are the core engineering concepts that moves into the key fields of specialization and with the professional roles and career paths available in this vital industry, katulad na sa mga public health engineering, sanitary science, environmental engineering. For this lesson, we will focus on wastewater and urban drainage engineering concepts. Now, for mostly, maraming sanitary engineers ang nag-venture in this field kasi nga maraming opportunities in wastewater treatments, kasi may kakayahan tayo, as long as matapos natin yung sanitary engineering profession natin or yung degree natin, may kakayahan tayo, dapat marunong tayo mag-design ng mga STP or the sewage treatment plant na tinatawag, kung saan tinitreat natin yung mga wastewater na nanggaling sa iba't ibang mga bahay, iba't ibang commercial establishments, industrials, and more on, tayo yung gumagawa ng treatment, alongside with the chemical engineers. Pero mostly, so as sanitary engineers, isa to sa mga major specialization, ng mga kumukuha ng ESE, the wastewater and urban drainage engineering. And mostly nahahati yan sa tatlong subject or apat na subject, kasi malaki or malawak, yung field na to. So first, what is wastewater engineering? From the word itself, wastewater, what is exactly the meaning of wastewater engineering? It is the branch of environmental engineering dedicated to the efficient collection, transport, treatment, and the disposal of water contaminated by human activities. Ito yung pagtitreat ng wastewater na nag-generate ng mga tao. And mostly, it is very critical, intersection with the public health in civil infrastructure and ecology. Kasi kapag madumi yung tubig and hindi natitreat yung tubig, possible bumalik yung sa mga tao na magkaroon ng sakit, madumihan yung environment nila, madaling masira yung mga infrastructure kapag hindi natitreat yung mga nagagamit na tubig. And as environmental and sanitary engineers, we act as the sole provider or sole engineers na nagfo-focus in ecological preservation, focusing on the infrastructure that keeps our cities livable by protecting our water bodies from pollution and also contamination from the wastewater generated by us, humans, and also the animals and the byproducts of the environmental processes or the natural processes. And also, we prevent urban flooding. Yan yung isa sa mga key roles ng mga sanitary engineers na makapag-design ng mga drainage engineers, drainage systems ng isang lugar, yung isa sa mga specialization ng isang sanitary engineer. So first, we focus on wastewater engineering, and also this field focuses on the collection, treatment, and reuse of water. And mostly, ang key areas ng mga focus ng wastewater engineering is nahati sa tatlo, process engineering, sludge management, and decentralized systems. Ano ibig sabihin? Within this field, we focus in these areas wherein in process engineering, we design biological and chemical systems such as aerobic or anaerobic digestion to remove contaminants like nitrogen and phosphorus. Yun yung nitrogen and phosphorus, isa sa mga nutrients na nakukuha natin sa water body natin. Kapag excessive yung mga gantong chemical substance, possible masisira agad yung water body or madaling ma-contaminate. Pwedeng overnutrient. Kapag overnutrient yung isang water body, syempre hindi magkakaroon ng tamang natural process yung mga living organisms doon sa water body na yun. Second is the sludge management, wherein we turn waste into resources, creating biosolids for fertilizer or biogas for energy. As a sanitary engineer, may mga sludge management na tinatawag. Yung sludge, yun yung product na naghihiwalay or yun yung humihiwalay dun sa feces natin or the solid products from the wastewater na tinitreat natin. Kasi more on ang wastewater natin, nag-compost yan ng iba't ibang mga biological, biological components no, na nakasama dun sa wastewater. And isa yun sa sludge. Yung sludge, ginagamit natin yun either fertilizer or either ginagamit natin as a renewable energy no, from the methane na ine-emit ng mga sludge natin. No? And the last is the decentralized system. No? For the decentralized system, this is a type of grid treatment solutions designed for rural areas no, or specific industrial sites. No? From the wastewater engineering kasi maraming pwedeng gawin no, pagdating sa wastewater. Kasi yung mga byproducts na ini-emit no, ng natin, no, pwedeng magamit siya no, into specific what do you call this? Biosolids or na pwedeng gamitin no, ng farmers, pwedeng gamitin ng iba't ibang industry yung nagfo-focus in renewable energy or renewable ace. No? So ito yung isang type no, ng illustration of a wastewater treatment plant wherein no, yan yung isa sa mga ginagawa ng mga sanitary engineers. No? Kasi sanitary engineers, nagde-design tayo ng mga gantong treatment plants. No? And kapag wastewater engineering yung yung major specialization nyo, pwedeng yan yung mga roles and careers na pwede nyo mapasukan like wastewater process engineers, no? Wastewater treatment plant designers, operations manager, and the industrial water specialist. No? For the professional and professional careers no, na mapapasok nyo sa wastewater treatment, more on no yung process engineers no it focus dun sa chemistry and biological component no ng planta ng isang sewage treatment plants while that wastewater treatment plant designers naman handle no sila yung nag-handle ng mga detailed engineering and calculations no kung ano yung mga dapat na nandun sa wastewater treatment design, gaano kalaki yung tangke, gaano karaming oxygen yung kailangan ng microorganisms to decompose yung sludge no dun sa wastewater. And from that no meron ding operations manager no as an operations manager naman mostly ang operations manager nagfo-focus naman yun in for the daily operations ng sewage treatment plants no. It oversees no yung daily functionality no ng bawat treatment ng STP natin. And the last is the industrial water specialist no siyempre yung pagtulong no kung paano mag-ayos ng papel, ano yung dapat ma-regulate, ano yung dapat na standard ng water bago ma-release siya no, sa water body. So yun yung mga ginagawa ng mga sanitary engineers in the field of wastewater engineering. Mostly talaga ang ginagawa niyan is to design no yung mga sewage treatment plants no na kagaya nito no this diagram no ito it illustrates no yung journey ng wastewater no kung from the it starts with the sewage no na nagpa-pass through screens then commuter from the preliminary treatment then moves to the primary clarifier then secondary treatment then aeration tank no and finally no yung water dinidisinfect. Then second part is the urban drainage engineering. In urban drainage engineering naman, in this field, no, we manage how water no, moves through an urban environment, particularly during rain events. So, syempre kapag matataas ang precipitation index no, ng isang lugar. And more on this part, no, maraming may experience ka kapag malakas na yung ulan. Kasi sa umpisa, kumari pag araw, dun ka gagawa or dun ka magdi-design, dun ka magko-construct kasi malaki yung yung pwedeng paggalawan no, compared sa umuulan. Kumbaga kung mali yung design mo, malalaman mong mali yung design mo kapag dumating na yung malakas na ulan. No? Kaya more on sa urban drainage engineering talaga, dapat no it focuses no on how water no moves through cities no malaman kung gaano karami talaga yung tubig ulan na nararanasan ng bawat lugar, especially no during storm no and during typhoon kasi yun yung mga maximum or the peak demand ng water no na volume ng water na bumabagsak dun sa lugar na yun. And And the key areas no na dapat i-focus ng urban drainage engineering is the conveyance system, project management, and the low impact development na tinatawag. For conveyance systems, no, ito yung din pumapasok yung mga pipes, yung pumps na kailangan para magkaroon ng talagang mabilis na pag andar or pag-flow ng tubig from one street to another street, di ba? Kasi kapag congested no, yung mga drainage natin, possible yung tubig magre-retain and possible magkakaroon ng flood no, dun sa lugar. Then the flood risk management naman, it uses hydraulic modeling no, kung saan yung mababang part, saan yung mataas, saan yung dapat mas malaki yung pipe, dun sa street na yun. Kasi hindi iba-iba, hindi mo masasabi na pantay-pantay yung volume ng water na pumupunta doon kasi may mga low side, may mataas na side or high side. And more on sa pagdating sa urban drainage engineering, yan yung mga isa sa mga ginagawa or chine-check no ng mga sanitary engineers, no. Pero mostly since we are limited, no, hindi lahat talaga nakakapag-practice ng urban drainage engineering, no. Then ito yung mga professional careers no ng mga urban drainage engineering like hydraulic modeler, no, yung nagche-check no ng level no, ng lupa. Then the stormwater management engineer and also the infrastructure asset manager. Now for hydraulic modeler, no, usually yan nag-stimulate yan or nagsa-simulate pala, stimulate. Nagsa-simulate no, ng mga flow ng stormwater no, within the areas. Kumbaga, gantong kalakas yung ulan na naranasan dito sa Manila, ano yung mangyayari, ano yung effect yun dun sa ibang lugar, no? Ganun yung ginagawa. And the stormwater management engineers, no, ito naman, it ensures policy compliance, no, pagdating no, dun sa mga sustainable drainage designs in the areas, kung gaano kalaki yung tubo, gaano kalalim dapat yung huhukayin, no, ganyan yung mga ginagawa ng mga stormwater management engineers, no. And the last one is the infrastructure asset management, no. For the infrastructure asset management naman, yun naman yung nagme-maintain no, ng mga pipe networks natin. Yun yung mga ginagawa no, ng mga sanitary engineers in the field of stormwater, no, or is in terms of infrastructure, no, with regards to stormwater, no. And mostly ang primary goals no ng mga sanitary engineers, no, as tawag dun, in the field, no, in the context of wastewater in drainage engineering, it focus with the protection of public health, then water quality and environmental recovery, then the third is the flood mitigation and storm management. For the protection of public health, no, this is in urban setting, no, the priority is to move no yung mga pathogens and contaminants away from the human populations as efficiently as possible kasi yung wastewater niya nagko-contain ng hazardous waste. And kung yung hazardous waste magkakaroon ng contact with the people or with the community, possible magkaroon ng sakit, no? And yun yung isa sa mga focus no ng ginagawa no ng mga sanitary engineers in the wastewater. And also, no, it involves water quality and environmental recovery. No, we know no once wastewater is collected, no, hindi siya basta-basta itatapon, no, hindi siya it cannot be simply no be dumped no basta may makitang water body pwede mong itap dun yung wastewater mo, no. The goal no is to treat it to a level where the receiving body or like rivers, ocean, no, can handle it without dying. Kumbaga, hindi siya magkakaroon ng masamang effect once na tinapon natin yung wastewater natin doon sa receiving water body, no. It involves pollutant removal and also industrial pre-treatment, no, like primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment no, na tinatawag. No? And the last, no, in primary goals of a sanitary engineer in the context of urban drainage engineering is the flood mitigation and the stormwater management. No? Katulad ng diniscuss natin kanina. The urban drainage no, is about no, managing the quantity no, as much as quality. No? Kumbaga, kung walang papuntahan or walang percolation rate yung water or the stormwater, walang pupuntahan yung stormwater, dapat may tamang conveyance siya na malaman natin kung ano yung peak flow and low flow. Kumbaga malaman natin yung peak demand ng tubig kasi pwedeng gumamit tayo ng detention funds and other green infrastructure to slow the water during the heavy storms or during typhoons. Kumbaga, we design and mitigate yung effect ng stormwater sa atin sa community natin, lalong-lalo na sa Manila. Isa sa mga um, ah, talagang naapektuhan ng bagyo sa mga urban cities. Okay. So for the global impact for wastewater and mostly for this part in emerging trends or the global and local trend in the Philippines is moving from disposal to recovery. Kumbaga yung dating nagdi-dispose or nagkakaroon ng maling disposal for the water body, unti-unting nagagawan na ng paraan ng Pilipinas. And mostly, nagkakaroon ng mga tamang regulations like wastewater discharge permit na tinatawag. Yun yung isa sa mga ginagawa ng mga sanitary engineers. We prepare engineers report for the wastewater discharge permit. Kinakarakterize natin yung wastewater, anong uri ng wastewater yung tatapon, anong ginagawang treatment para hindi magkaroon ng ng effect or mas negative effect dun sa lugar or dun sa pagtatapunan ng tubig. And through that, we are seeing, we venture, in treating yung wastewater to a potable water. Kumbaga parang kung ano yung ginagawa sa Singapore government, yung kung ano yung inihi or deny na yung wastewater nila pwede nilang mainom. Kumbaga na ititreat nila yung tubig na nagamit nila into potable water. Yun yung as much as possible, yun yung isa sa goal ng mga sanitary engineers na magkaroon tayo ng ganun dito sa Pilipinas. Then, this is the essential skills for wastewater and urban drainage engineers. As a sanitary engineers, we must have this, we must have these essential skills, like, syempre, basic principles of wastewater engineering, then syempre, wastewater treatment methods, and the design of sanitary and storm sewerage systems. So first, we will jump with the wastewater engineering or the basic principle of wastewater engineering. Katulad nung kanina sinabi ko, yung basic principles ng wastewater engineering sisimula yan sa apat na treatment. Preliminary, primary, secondary, and the tertiary treatment or the advanced treatment. Then the last part is the disinfection. Pero minsan, yung disinfection, we include it as a tertiary treatment. So for wastewater engineering, nagsisimula yan sa preliminary treatment. For the preliminary treatment, it removes yung large debris na sumasama sa wastewater natin. Then the primary treatment naman, dito naman yung physical gravity ng yung solids hihiwalay from the wastewater. Pwedeng yung mga matitigas na feces ng tao, pwedeng bumagsak na dyan bago siya pumasok sa secondary treatment. In secondary treatment kasi, dito pumapasok yung biological process, using mostly yan sa aeration, ganyan yung ginagawa na isa sa mga ginagawang treatment in the biological process wherein you use microorganisms to decompose yung wastewater. Then the last is the tertiary treatment. In tertiary treatment, polishing naman ng nutrient removal and also to kill step for the pathogens na kumbaga matanggal mo yung mga excessive pathogens na talagang buhay pa din after the biological treatment. Nag-apply tayo ng UV rays or either chlorine in the wastewater para malinis yung wastewater na itatap natin in the river body. And the second, the most common principle na ginagamit for the wastewater engineering is the activated sludge process na tinatawag. It is most common na ginagawa or ginagamit na technology ng mga sanitary engineer wherein we rely in the biomass of bacteria. Kumbaga nag-aalaga tayo ng bacteria para gamitin siya as treatment para dun sa wastewater natin. And through aerobic digestion na tinatawag, we use bacteria that will break down yung organic waste contents ng wastewater natin wherein we treat through the microorganisms, we convert the wastewater from H2O to carbon dioxide, no? Yun yung mga acceptable na natural process na nasa environment natin, no? And through the BOD, no, diyan din natin nalalaman kung gaano karami yung kailangan ng microorganisms natin para ma-treat yung yung tinatawag na substrate, no? Kumbaga kung gaano karami yung food or kailangang oxygen ng microorganisms natin para mabuhay sila and para magkaroon sila ng full capacity in decomposing, no, yung waste water. Then the last one is the mean cell residence time, wherein it is a critical principle in defining how long a worker bacterium stays in the system. Kung gaano katagal yung buhay ng mga microorganisms dun sa loob ng wastewater. Yun yung isa sa mga talagang difficult or pinakamahirap na ginagawa ng mga wastewater engineers, no, to regulate, no, yung mga microorganisms na present dun sa treatment plant, no, dun sa sewage treatment plants natin. Then the third hint, no, in the second part, no, wastewater treatment facility and / disposal. In this part naman, the treatment, no, laging may ano yan, kumbaga may ini-emit yan, kumbaga iniwalay natin yung solid and the liquid part, no. From the solid, yun yung sludge na tinatawag. And through the sludge, no, diyan natin kinukuha or tinitreat din natin siya, no. Ginagamit nga natin kung ano niya yung first part, no, ng lesson natin ngayon. In the sludge, no, minsan ano yan, tinatanggal mo yung excessive moisture, hinihiwalay mo yung solid in the liquid. And from the solid part, we use it as a fertilizer. We also use it for soil conditioner, no, for farmlands, no. And usually, no, ang septage kasi or the sludge, no, ginagamit siya ng marami, no, in nutrient, no, nutrient conditioner, no, ng bawat farmland, no, na sakop, no, ng lugar, no. Then in sanitary and storm sewerage system, no, in designing, no, in stormwater with regards to storm systems natin, syempre kailangan meron tayong essential skills, no, in preventing flooding, no. Syempre as a sanitary drainage engineering or sanitary engineers, kaya tayo hinar para i-design natin yung lugar na hindi sila babahain, no. And through this, no, when designing storm systems, no, to prevent flooding, we focus in designing inlets, catch basins, and the hydraulic grade line na tinatawag. Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin nun, ito yung isa sa mga dinidesign kung gaano kalaki or yung capacity ng mga inlets and catch basins natin to receive storm water na pwede nilang maranasan in typhoons. Yun yung malalakas na ulan na dapat sapat yung laki ng mga catch basin nila. No? Kasi minsan kapag masyadong substandard o hindi sapat yung catch basin, nagre-result ng heavy flooding, no? Yun yung nararanasan natin sa Manila. And also the hydraulic grade line, and through the hydraulic grade line, ito yung isa sa mga critical na design element wherein we ensure, no, yung pressure doesn't get high enough, no, to cause surcharge. No, ibig sabihin ng surcharge yung pwedeng matanggal yung mga manhole, masira or mag-crack yung mga catch basin natin. No, through this hydraulic grade line, pina-prevent natin yung mga scenarios na ganun, no. And finally, no, for urban drainage engineers, no, modern designers, no, now incorporate low impact development like permeable pavement, biospheres, retention ponds. No, isa sa mga sustainable development is yung pagkakabit ng mga katulad ng ganito, no. And through that, no, yung permeable pavement kasi, no, it allow, no, yung ground natin na magkaroon ng high percolation rate. Yung percolation rate, ibig sabihin yung yung pagsipsip ng lupa, may kakayahan yung lupa na sumipsip ng tubig ulan kapag malakas yung ang volume ng water or precipitation index dun sa lugar, no? And retention ponds, no, yung retention ponds naman, wherein puwedeng pumunta muna yung tubig dun sa mga retention ponds natin bago siya pumunta sa rivers natin. Kumbaga may, diversion, no, ng mga tubig bago siya pumunta sa river. Kumbaga para lang hindi mabaha, no, dun sa mga iba't ibang lugar, no? So more on, in, core focus, no, ng urban drainage engineering, no? In urban drainage engineering, we focus always on the hydraulic capacity, no, runoff management, flood resilience, no. And for the hydraulic capacity, we design channels and pipes to handle, no, kung gaano babalik or return periods na tinatawag. In runoff management naman, no, since urban surface tayo, no, sa Manila, more on asphalt yung ano natin, made of concrete, no. And mostly this is are impermeable, no. As a drainage engineers, we must manage, no, yung increased velocity and the volume of water na hindi talaga siya magso-soak sa ground kasi nga I mean impermeable, no, yung layer natin. Then third is the flood resilience, no. In the flood resilience naman, we create, no, dual drainage systems where the street, no, itself, no, serves as a secondary channel. Yun yung kung may mga napapansin kayo na naghuhukay na dun sa mga daan, no, yun yung ginagawa natin. Gumagawa tayo ng flood resilient areas para dun pupunta yung tubig ulan once na mataas yung precipitation index, no. Yung kaibahan kasi ng urban drainage engineering in the wastewater, no, in the wastewater collection, no, though they both involve pipes, no, ang wastewater collection, siyempre kapag in source on predictability, no, kumbaga, yung sources ng wastewater, no, in the wastewater or the water that conveys in the wastewater is from the building, no, or sa bahay nang gagaling. And we predict, no, madaling ma-predict yung volume ng water na lalabas from the sanitary pipes or the wastewater pipes, no, kasi alam natin kung gaano karami yung tao and malalaman natin yung flow, no, nade-determine natin yung flow. While for urban drainage, no, we depend entirely with the weather and also yung weather natin, hindi natin maipaliwanag. I mean nagbabago-bago yung weather natin and minsan 'di ba nagkakaroon din ng climate change na tinatawag and the global warming. And yun yung isa sa mga mahirap na parte ng urban drainage kasi hindi natin masasabi na yung tubig ulan nung 2024 ay ganun pa din yung ilalabas na ulan in the 2034, 'no? Yun yung isa sa mga mahirap i-predict pagdating sa urban drainage kasi sa wastewater engineering madali, or the wastewater, um, pipes natin kaya nating ma-predict na ganito karami yung wastewater flow na pwedeng ma-generate nung lugar na 'to dahil made-determine mo siya through the population, no? Then for, yung difference pa ng wastewater and the urban drainage engineering in flow and hydraulics, in wastewater dapat, no, may self-cleansing velocity na tinatawag, no? Dapat yung pipes niya, 'di ba, naka-slant kung matatandaan niyo sa sanitary science or the plumbing natin, yung overview in the plumbing. Siyempre yung pipes natin dapat naka-slant, no, direkta sa papunta sa wastewater treatment plants or any catchment area na papunta sa wastewater. While urban drainage naman, ang goal niya, yung pipes niya, yung goal niya is ma-transport niya, no, yung water or the storm water as much as possible para hindi magkaroon ng flooding dun sa area na yun, no? So mostly yan yung mga um, overview na ng mga um, wastewater and urban drainage engineering in terms of environmental and sanitary engineers, no? And mostly yun yung mga pag-aaralan nyo in the next coming years once you reach, no, yung mga major subjects ng essay. And mostly dito sa wastewater and urban drainage engineering, marami siyang concept na pumapasok dyan. Minsan may microbiology kasi nga gumagamit ng microorganisms para may decompose natin yung wastewater into H2O and carbon dioxide. And also, in urban drainage engineering, tuturuan kayo kung paano mag-design ng malalaking pipes or gaano kalaki yung mga catch basin or the inlets, no, na kailangan to have better or right flood capacity in the drainage. So that's all for the overview of fields and careers in environmental and sanitary engineering in terms of wastewater and urban drainage engineering.